Welcome to the Properties to Profit podcast. I'm Michael, your host. Excited to share with you my journey from a six-figure job to building a successful real estate business. Each episode will explore various aspects of real estate investing, from wholesaling and flipping to managing rentals. I'll share the lessons and insights I've gained, aiming to help you avoid mistakes and achieve your financial goals. Expect guest experts, valuable tips, and practical advice to guide you on your own real estate journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you find any value in this podcast, please subscribe, share, and follow me on social media. Let's turn properties into profits together. Hey guys, Michael here with Properties to Profits. In today's episode, we're talking about wholesale regulation. My wholesale business runs out of Columbus, Ohio, and officially the bill has passed, and it's Ohio SB 155. It passed sometime in mid-November, and I believe it goes effect sometime in February. So this bill is all about just being upfront what you're doing with the property. I don't actually think it solves the wholesaling regulation or the wholesaling issues at hand. The biggest issue with wholesaling isn't disclosures, in my opinion, which is what this law is all based about. It's people locking up contracts and not being able to close, and then people at the closing table expecting their money because they've made commitments and they're spending money to move, and the house isn't selling. And so this bill doesn't solve that issue. But what this bill does is cause us wholesalers to put some disclosures out inside the contract at the time of the original contract being signed. So it can't be addendum later or anything like that. All needs to happen at the same time. And so there's a couple things. State of Ohio hasn't released if it needs to be on their writing or a separate piece of paper, what that looks like. All they've said in the bill is, hey, it needs to be in 12 point font and must be a part of the contract. And so there are 5 key points that they've really hit here. 1, buyer and wholesaler don't represent the seller. We already disclosed that. The wholesaler intends to make a profit. Seems so obvious. The wholesaler may charge a fee to a third-party buyer. Yep. And then the purchase price may be below market value. Shocker. And owners should seek legal advice. So those are the 5 things that must be a part of this. Every new contract starting in mid-February, it was 90 days after the governor signed, and I believe he signed sometime around like the 17th maybe. And so technically February 17th is when this goes into effect. Now, how's it going to affect wholesaling in Ohio? I'm not really sure it's going to. I think as someone who does 100 plus deals a year and has for 3 years in a row, and the last 2 years been about 150 and a total of 200 plus off market deals a year, I don't think sellers care. I think most of them know that we don't represent them. We literally tell them that in our contract. We intend to make a profit. Well, I've never met a business that doesn't intend to make a profit unless it says it's a nonprofit and it says it's in its name. We don't say those things. We may charge a fee to the end buyer. They don't care about that. And the purchase price might be below market value. They know that they're not getting market value because they want speed and convenience, and owners should seek legal advice. In my opinion, number 5 is the only thing that may keep people from signing the contract at time, but we'll see how that affects it. The good news is this language must be on novation contracts and wholesale contracts. If you buy the contract and sell it, even if it's a double close, you do not have to put it in there. And if you are the end buyer going to keep it, you don't have to put that in there. So I think that's how we're going to get around it. We're not planning. There's going to be properties we always wholesale in certain areas, and we will put this on there. But we're just going to up our buy and buy more properties. That's, I think, going to be the thing. I think this legislation is going to scare quite a few people away. And I think it's going to give us an opportunity to get deals deeper, especially right now in this market change where it's getting harder and harder to flip houses because days on market's going up, holding costs are going up. I think this is potential to be a really good thing. I'm not worried about this legislation. Like I said, I don't think it solves the need at hand. If you do not disclose it, the seller can back out at any time and keep your EMD that is in the contract. And then you are up to a $2,500 fine. I don't know who's going to be regulating or how that's going to go. we're going to comply either by them, or if there are certain properties, like I said, we'll never buy. So then we'll put this on there and make sure that they know about it. So I really don't think this is going to change the game that much. I think it might scare some people away and give the wholesalers with a brand and who are ethical a little bit of a head start, because I think people are scared of change. And but the people who aren't, and the people who are doing ethical things and have great reviews and great feedback, I don't think you're going to have any issues. And so wish they would have addressed the thing of people needing to back out in a certain amount of time. I think they should have had something in there like number 6. Hey, you need to decide if you're going to buy this thing in less than 2 weeks, or you have to give up EMD at that time or something like that to keep it going. I would have liked to see that in a minimum EMD to protect sellers. I get it. They're trying, and no law is perfect. I understand that. And so this is the Ohio law. Let me know your guys' thoughts and what's going to change inside of your business. Thanks. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Properties for Profit podcast. I hope you found today's episode valuable. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Follow me on social media for more updates and tips. Until next time, keep turning properties into profits.